what's up, y'all? It's D. About to react to another impressive vid. So we got two impressive vids for the day. This one is titled Love Island's Ace Exposes Nick and Olandria's Fake Relationship. Oh, so shocking. Oh, who would have thought? And Tamar Braxton exposed by Funky Deneva. Oh. Okay, this will be the last Love Island related video that I watch. I'm tired of these people. Okay, I don't care. The show is over. I don't care. I don't plan to keep up with these people's lives. I feel like they are dragging out their little 15 minutes of fame, child. I want to move on with my life. I'm tired of them being on every headline. I'm tired of them infiltrating my For You page. They all on the shade room and shit. I'm over it. I don't care about the people anymore, okay? I did see the clip that the Shade Room posted about this situation. So I did hear what Ace said, but I'm just like, is this really news? But sure, let's watch.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Impressive channel. I know some of y'all are tired of the reality show Love Island, yes, but I do want to briefly talk a little bit about it because one of the castmates named Ace came out and insinuated that most of the Love Island couples are fake.
Surprise, surprise. And I said this all on Patreon. Even when I react to the the finale, I talked about these two being fake, Brian and Amaya. I'm like, all this shit is fake. And look, surprise, surprise, they have announced they have broken up. All this shit is fake as hell.
Including the fan favorite.
So let's be clear. I wasn't just calling out Olandria and Nick for being fake. I called all of these people out for being fake. None of it feels genuine.
Nick and Olandria.
Do you think that the other relationships that have come from Love Island are real?
Yeah, Taylor and Clark. I know that's for sure real.
And the other ones, not so much, or? Do you think people are aware of the benefits to being in a relationship coming out of
100%?
Do you feel like
everybody off
Olandria
a
and
cloud.
Nick's relationship is real?
He was trying not to say nothing.
Is this you thinking, or is this your answer?
Because I glanced at the Shade Room comments. Ace was getting a lot of hate. There was not one positive comment that I saw about him. But, people say, oh, he's so messy, he jealous, da-da-da. He didn't seem like he was eager to answer that question at all. I think Speedy is a great interviewer. What he did, it seems like he was getting to the shits better than the reunion was. But, yeah, so I think he was pressing it, and then Ace finally was like, fuck it, and said what he had to say. And he more so exposed Nick, I feel like, if anything.
Assume that that's your answer.
Mm-hmm.
But if he was so messy and so jealous, he would have been like, yeah, so, and quick to answer. He didn't give off that energy at all. He didn't seem like he wanted to talk about it because he does fuck with Olandria, but he don't fuck with Nick anymore, obviously. That was clear to me from watching this. So he was more so exposing Nick's intentions and how he's not genuine.
Is that tough for you because Olandria is someone that you consider to be a close friend?
Yeah. Yeah, it really is tough for me because, again, she just came out here for Shelley's birthday, and we all spent a time together at the club, and we all kicking and shit like that, so I have a lot of respect for Olandria. But, again, from the last conversation that I've had with, Nick, it was a matter of it's not a romantic spark. They just, you know what I'm saying, they find each other attractive.
Was it Olandria maybe that didn't see Nick romantically, or was it Nick that didn't see her romantically?
I feel like it was both. I felt like Olandria has been very adamant on telling me what her type is. And I know the same thing about Nick. I know Nick finds Olandria attractive. I know he finds her gorgeous, but she is. Don't get me wrong, Olandria is fire, but I know it wasn't that anymore than, when it was surface level. Because again, Nick had tested that connection. He said it wasn't enough for him, and he went back to Sierra. And then boom, again, Sierra gets axed, and now that's
He's
the thing.
back with Olandria.
Yeah.
So, had Nick ever explicitly told you, yo, I'm interested in Olandria romantically?
No.
No.
Now, a lot of people were upset with Ace for saying this
because y'all are slow, bro. First off, he didn't really expose shit. Let's be clear. Anybody with any sense or any actual real life dating experience could look at the show and see that there was no actual chemistry or spark there. That it felt very forced. I feel like that was so painfully obvious. So it was really confusing me when people were acting like this was real. No, it's real. on Snapchat together, and this is real. They have a real connection. I'm like, but I realized a lot of teeny boppers watch this show, and a lot of people who are very parasocial, and they don't have a lot of real life like experience with other human beings. All right, and dating, so they don't really recognize what real chemistry looks like. But to everybody else, we saw that the shit was fake who watched the show. So I don't feel like Ace said anything even too crazy, really. So I don't understand why he was getting so much hate. And yeah, I just feel like people want to deflect instead of focusing on what he's saying. You want to be like, oh, look at Ace, you ain't shit, and da da da. No, let's talk about what he said and how Nick isn't genuine. Let's talk about the context of what he's saying. But no, y'all want to deflect because y'all want to be pro Nick Olandria so bad and not face the facts. Y'all are just delusional.
Because he's supposed to be cool with Nick and Olandria.
No, he's not cool with Nick.
With Olandria. His girlfriend Shelly and Olandria are really tight. So Ace didn't do Olandria any favors when he said this. And this only adds fuel to the rumors that maybe Nick and Olandria are using each other for clout. Now listen, I'm not here to say if the rumors are true or not. I do know that a lot of these couples on Love Island are fake and they're only together for opportunities, brand deals.
Because you also have to think about the type of person it takes to go on a reality TV show. It's attention whores, and if there's prize money, it's people who are really desperate for money. Like, oh my God, I'll do whatever, even if it's on camera, to get the money. So these people are not going to go into these shows with genuine intentions for the most part, all right? You have some people who slip through, and it's like, okay, this might be genuine. Because when I watched season 6, I truly believe that Serena and Cordell, I think that's a real relationship. And they even showed how everything played out. She wasn't even fucking with him on the show. So that was so real. She did not even like him like that. And then when she crashed out and was like crying over him, I'm like, oh, this is real. Like, I felt that. Like, it felt genuine. So I think that dynamic is real. And there may have been like a couple others. But for the most part, these people get on these shows for attention and so that they could get out of the house and get brand deals and blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, this is just basic. This is common sense and basic. So I don't understand when people are mad at Ace pointing out the obvious. It's like y'all getting told that Santa Claus is not real or some shit. Like, are y'all okay? Are y'all that out of touch with reality? And like, it's very, very surprising. But sure, people want to be mad at him when the reality is this is a norm for this show. For people to be fake, to fake these connections so that they could get the benefits when they get out the house.
And just overall popularity. They're not there for love. They're not there to stay together. I mean, if you look at the actual winners of the show, Amaya and Brian, they broke up after the show. Also, another couple, Iris and Pepe, broke up too. So clearly they weren't there for love. They were just holding on to each other because they wanted to make it to the end. Now, as far as Nick and Olandria goes, I do think they have an attraction to each other.
Everybody's attracted to each other. So I hate when that's even brought up as well. It's so goofy. The whole point of the show is to bring attractive people together. You know how many times I've looked at these people on the show like, God damn, they fine. They bring in Bob Show. Oh my God, this person is so... Everybody is super attractive. That's the whole point of the show. So they're going to think each other is attractive. That's very common to have people who are like really, really, really good looking on this show. But that doesn't mean that there's chemistry there or a romantic spark. Those are two entirely different things. I've come in contact with so many people in my life who I think are fine, but I would never date ever or ever, think of myself in a relationship with them. So mentioning that, oh, they're attracted to each other. They both are attractive to people. I'll say that. And I'm only speaking about Nick when I say that because I don't think he's attractive at all, but that might just be my own personal preference. But obviously, Olandria, fire. So, he gonna think she's good looking, but that don't mean he's trying to be with her.
But it is believable that they are using their relationship for business purposes, and I'm not mad at it. I think maybe they understand that. And listen, let them make their money. I mean, they're still a new couple, so we can't expect anything serious from them right away. Like, if
they're not a couple at all,
plan on being together in the long run, I think they should be given time to at least grow into a relationship instead of putting all this pressure on them. And if they don't plan on being together, that's fine too.
Girl, you're saying two different things. On one end, she's saying, yeah, it seems like it could be very likely that they, just using this for clout and they don't have no interest in each other in that way. But then on the other end, you're like, well, let that relationship grow and let them date and figure things out. Which is it? don't make sense, but alright.
I mean,
I don't care.
I want Olandria to win regardless. I want her to get to the bag.
And I think that's what it comes down to. People want her to win so bad that they're willing to be delusional about what people are pointing out. And it's like, you can want her to win and be successful, which I feel like she will do regardless. She's stunning and she's very likable. So even if she was just by herself, I feel like people would still support her. But yeah, people want her to win so bad that they're willing to, want everybody to play along in their fantasy land, and that's just not real life. And people can point out shit in the fucking show. So to be like, oh, that's their business. And that don't make no fucking sense. They're on TV. They're on national TV. How you saying it's their business on national TV? Stop being slow. What the fuck? We discussing literally everybody else, but when it comes to them two, it's not their business. Let them do what they want. It's okay if they want to lie about their union. Let it be. Shut up. Y'all are annoying. That's the other thing too. I don't even think I want to watch Love Island in the future. The fan base is insufferable. I cannot stand these people. These parasocial opinions are just mind-boggling. But yeah, make it make sense. Of course, we are going to discuss when they're on TV to be discussed. It's their business. Their business is on fucking TV. And they don't want it to be their business anyway. They want y'all to support them and follow them and keep up with what they're doing. They don't want, trust me, they don't want anything to be private. So y'all don't even make it sense who are saying that.
If Ace considers her a friend of his, then he should want her to win too, instead of trying to
she gonna win regardless.
Spot. But Ace feels a way about Nick because he feels like Nick didn't really speak up enough to dispel some of the narratives about him, and he considered Nick somebody that he was cool with. So he feels a way about that, and he just feels a way about the show overall. Like, he's exposing production and some of the behind the scenes drama, because things didn't really turn out favorably for him and Shelly, and the production team was just shady. I mean, the way they left things out and the way they painted certain narratives, it was just real shady. And not to mention, the fan bases were toxic, especially Hudas fans. Ugh. They were racially bullying Shelly and Olandria. I mean, it was just a mess. So there was a lot.
They took away the enjoyability of the show for me, to be honest. And I'm not even active online and looking at the communities and seeing on TikTok what they're saying. But just like glancing at things here and there, I would just be like, oh my God. These people are so dumb and they're so toxic and so ridiculous and so parasocial. So even seeing that, and because I was reacting to it also on Patreon, and no shade to my patrons, I love my patrons, all right? But just the discourse over there as well. And it was just like, it just kind of ruined the experience for me, honestly. I loved my experience watching season 6 because I didn't have no outside influence. I just watched season 6 on my own. I didn't see anything about it posted on social media. Like, I knew nothing about it. I just watched it and I had no outside opinions about what occurred. It was lovely. And I feel like a couple people on there were actually genuine. But this season has been like, oh my God, like, it's just too much. I don't like it. I don't like the experience, and I don't think I want to watch going forward.
And I don't blame Ace for exposing everything, but him speaking out at the expense of Olandria is just not right. It kind of makes it seem like he's jealous at the success of Nick.
I feel like she's just parroting what other people are saying. The jealous, because y'all have no actual rebuttal to what he's saying, which is that Nick isn't genuine. Why is nobody actually talking about that and doing deep dives into that? Y'all are deflecting like crazy. It's really sick. You're sick in the head, okay? Because that is the point. That's the focus. Let anybody else spill tea about anybody else. Y'all gonna be drinking it and wanting to deep dive and what was said, and let's look into the clips, and he's saying this one, let's do a deeper dive. But because it's them and y'all like them, now it's you want to direct the hate towards Ace. He jealous and he this and that. That don't even make any sense. Olandria is gonna shine regardless whether she's attached to this man or not. Because again, she's beautiful and she's likable. So this doesn't blow up her spot or stop anything that she got going on whatsoever. So that argument doesn't make any sense.
So I'm not feeling that. Like, let these people make their money and hush.
And
he
hush.
Really does need to hush a little bit, because he's not only affecting Olandria's situation, but he's also affecting Shelly. And to be honest, I don't even know.
Hush. It's a fucking TV show. We can discuss everything else and everybody else, but when it comes to people y'all like now, it's hush. Y'all, I hate everybody. I hate everybody so bad, and I don't want to be involved in this conversation no more. I don't want to be involved in nothing Love Island related, even in the future. I hate you all.
Their relationship is going to last much longer after this interview. because they're just going to get more backlash, you know. Now, Olandria did seemingly respond to his interview, and she said, "Child, anyway, my event at Tuskegee went amazing yesterday." So she does seem unfazed.
Look,
and,
she getting events and shit at
like
college is good for you, girl.
Now, moving on, I want to talk about Tamar Braxton. So, Tamar Braxton dropped a trailer for her new album, and it stars none other than the reality star Mendeecees. And a lot of people feel like Tamar pulled a whole PR stunt to promote her upcoming album. If you remember, a week ago, Tamar said that she found herself in a pool of blood and her face was smashed in, her teeth was knocked out, she didn't know what happened, and everybody was worried. They were like, what happened to Tamar? What happened to Tamar? And one of her associates named Funky Dineva, who was partying with her the night before, said that he didn't know what happened to her either.
We all got in the car together. The car dropped us off at Tamar house. I didn't go upstairs. I went to my car. I went and met James Knox at BJ Rooster, and I came home. I don't know what happened. I promise you, on Isaac's life, I don't know what happened.
This story raised a lot more questions and speculations on what may have happened that night of Tamar's alleged incident. And people started even connecting more dots when they brought up the fact that Tamar allegedly was messing with the married reality star Mendeecees. A blog called Playhouse X Atlanta actually dropped the exclusive that Tamar was partying with Mendeecees the night before her incident, and she left the club with him along with a group of people. And Funky Dineva was one of the people who left with her, but he did not go upstairs in her house, so he didn't know what happened to her. Tamar did seemingly respond to the rumors about her and Mendeecees by dropping a trailer of her upcoming album. So in the trailer, you can see that Mendeecees plays her love interest, and she did refer to him as her friend in her caption. So she kind of wants to brush off the rumors that she's messing with a married man. But knowing Mendeecees and how much he cheats on his wife Yandy, I wouldn't be surprised if he and Tamar had something going on, but you never know. But when Tamar dropped this trailer, people immediately thought that she basically pulled another publicity stunt. And Funky Dineva was highly upset because when he came out and told his side of the story, a lot of people called him a bad friend for not checking up on Tamar and referring to her as that lady. They thought that he was hiding something and he somehow had something to do with her getting knocked out. There were a lot of different rumors, right? But he didn't know what happened, and he feels like Tamar pulled a PR stunt. He said, "Here it is. I got ate up alive over my birthday weekend, and the whole while there was nothing wrong with Tamar. Now she done released this tired music video for this raggedy EP that don't nobody want, and because I'm in the video, people are going to think that I was a part of the PR stunt. I was collateral damage in a 2-bit PR stunt. Tamar, you ain't even going to try to clear any of this up and tell these people I didn't do anything to you or know what happened. I was accused of not being a friend to you, when at the end of the day, it was you not being a friend to me. I didn't deserve any of this, and I'm deeply hurt."
You see what these people out here doing to me, and you just ain't gonna say nothing. Now you not.
I hate everybody so bad. Doing what to you? Because people are writing mean comments about you online. So what? Don't look. I promise you this will blow over very quickly. I even almost forgot about it. Okay? So, what? You acting like somebody coming to your house to talk to you about this Tamar situation. I doubt that's the case. So, what is all this even for?
Not even responding to me. Even if you didn't want to say nothing publicly, you could have said something privately.
Because also I'm like, how do we know that this didn't take place prior to the incident? Like Tamar and Mendeecees filming this, whatever this is. So to make it seem like, because I'm jokingly being like, where your missing teeth? I guess that's not an even joke about. But obviously it's very possible that they filmed that prior to. So why are people acting like, oh, this is proof that she faked everything? I don't think that's proof of that at all. Maybe she did fake it. I'm not on her side at all. Tamar is messy as hell. I don't necessarily trust her completely. But I don't think it's fair to go based on, her dropping that music video, that means that she faked it. Where's the correlation? Maybe she's trying to move on with her life and they filmed that prior to the incident occurring? Did anybody think about that?
I damn friend, you gonna, the whole while I'm being accused of not being a friend to you. I'm being accused of being a messy sissy that ran to the internet to tell your business when that's not even how it happened. The whole while, even then and even now, I'm holding on to your business.
People.
I'm trying to protect you medically. I'm trying to protect you romantically. I knew this video was gonna come out, and then the narrative was gonna shift to they did all of this for a PR stunt and he in the video. Once I realized what this was, I said, oh, this is all jokes. Ain't it? Let's break the internet. She gonna text back a heart emoji and gonna say, we can make up later, but I still love you. Okay, so now you responded. See, that's the part that made me realize, oh, you really didn't mind me being collateral damage in this. So that's when I went on the shade room and was like, oh, so you're not gonna say
Wait, what happened?
a heart emoji jokes. Constant and he in the video. Once I realized what this was, I said, oh, this is all jokes. Ain't it? Let's break the internet. She gonna text back a heart emoji and gonna say, we can make up later, but I still love you. Okay, so now you responded.
Show the text message, and I don't think that really, I don't know.
That's the part that made me realize, oh, you really didn't mind me being collateral damage in this. So that's when I went on the shade room and was like, oh, so you're not gonna say nothing, and you use me to be in this tired ass video, hashtag money. Now that I'm in on the joke, we both finna make a coin. All of a sudden, now they want to call me on a 3-way FaceTime. Talking about, Q, please don't do this. Y'all, please don't do this on the internet. They steady calling me. I'm not answering the phone. Let her ass feel what I felt over the weekend. These people accuse me of doing some of the most heinous things I've ever been accused of on the planet. And the only thing you got to say to me in this moment is, please don't ruin this for me. I spent my money on this project. This is my project in my career.
Yeah, that's messed up. That is messed up. I can see why Funky Dineva is upset because Tamar never made any effort to defend him or clear his name. I mean, she knew that there were false narratives running around about him, so she should have spoke out or had somebody on her team make a statement. But the fact that she was silent was just wrong. Now, people do feel like Tamar faked her injuries and she's doing all this for publicity. However, Tamar claims that she did not fake her injuries. She actually said, I did not fake my accident. I wish it was a lie or a PR stunt. I'm devastated that anyone would suggest that. Please enjoy my EP. I worked very hard and spent my own money for my 10 Martian friends to enjoy. This isn't about anyone's husband. This is about my personal story about the worst heartbreak I've ever known. Heartbreak retrograde 919. And she also said, no matter what he says, I love Miss Funky Dineva anyway. Had I known what was going on while I was in the hospital trying to recover, I would have said something. It's terrible that whatever I didn't say turned into all of this. I just want peace. So that's what Tamar had to say. Now, do y'all believe her? I don't know. There's something that's missing. It smells.
I don't trust this lady. I'm not saying that I believe her at all, but if this was a PR stunt, I would think that she would have put more into it to make it believable, or like to make it. All she did was post about it on Instagram. That don't sound like she's trying to make this big crazy story. I feel like maybe the blog posted like one time about it and moved on. Like, I don't think this was a huge deal at all. So this seems like a very lazy PR stunt if it is that.
It's like a PR stunt. It really does. But also, maybe something happened and Tamar is being elusive because she doesn't want to reveal what led up to that incident. Some people think that Tamar might have been on something, okay? And with her hanging around somebody like Mendices who used to traffic drugs, one can only assume the worst, you know? So I don't know. But we're just going to have to wait and see. Maybe she's saving this whole storyline for the next season of her reality show. Who knows? Y'all know how these reality stars operate.
Fake.
But anyway, tell me what y'all think.
Listen, all these people can go to hell. Everybody mentioned in this video, hell you go, okay? I'm over just drama after drama with these people. And I'm just trying to think, you know, about this logically. Like, oh, maybe Tamar, and maybe she did this before, but it's just like, I'm just tired of trying to make sense out of nonsense. It's all nonsense. These people just thrive on negativity and just social media clout and attention and likes, and just, it's just tiring. Go away. Like, it's just a lot. But yeah, sure. Everybody, good luck to everyone involved. Love Island, I don't want to hear nothing else about it. I don't want to watch anything related to Love Island. I don't care what these people do going forward. I just want to move on with my life, okay? So there's that. I said what the fuck I said. I feel how I feel. I don't care how anybody else feels. Let's move on. Y'all let me know what y'all think, though, and I'll see you on the next line. Bye!